You are too blessed to be stressed. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you are too blessed to be stressed, all right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm blessed. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I'm blessed. Now, the reason why I made this video is simply because I know there's someone right now who probably feel like giving up. Family is not giving family. Friends are turning on you because you are chasing your dreams and you're trying to become a better person, right? People are switching up on you because you're trying to switch your diet, okay? The job ain't giving a job. It feels more so like a slave ship. I mean, understand what I'm saying, y'all. Right now, it's probably not the best moment in time for you. I know. I've been there. And to be honest with y'all, sometimes I still feel like I'm in that very moment, okay? But this is what we do, and this is how we handle things when we're going through this thing we call life, right? However, y'all, I just want to be that reminder in your day today. I just want to be that person to let you know, hey, you got a reason to live. You got a reason to keep going. You have a reason to raise your kids. You have a reason to improve self. You have a reason and you have a purpose on this earth. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm here for a reason. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I'm here for a reason. I understand somebody lied on you, made it bigger than what it was. Somebody slandered your name, made people believe it. But family, it's not about those other individuals. It's not about your hating family. It's not about the fake friends. It's not about them. You know who it really is about? It's about you. Now, I understand that this video may seem like it's so easy. A kindergartner could have came up with the topic or the title, but this is what God placed on my heart to talk about today. And so I'm going to speak about it. You are too blessed to be stressed. So family, if you got your popcorn, eat your popcorn right now while y'all watching this video. If you're jogging, if you're walking, get your jog on, get your walk on while you're watching this video. If you just chilling on the couch, listen, get your chill on. But I want to pour into you. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in until the very end of this video, right? But with that being said, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Just to give y'all a brief update about myself, y'all, of course, it is April the 25th, I want to say a Friday, right? Of course, y'all, we are in 2025, okay? Here on the great couch and family, I think I have I got a training session today. I'm about to head to the gym, do some Muay Thai, some kickboxing. What else, y'all? I had my dog, Pia. She is something else, family. And I'm really trying to, train her and stuff like that. But she doing all right to be 11 weeks. What else going on in the world, y'all? Basically, that's it. We getting this fire banging content put out and just growing the community and the family. But listen, y'all, I'm sending nothing but peace, prosperity, love, and happiness towards you. And I hope everybody's having a better day, right? But with that being said, family, we'll go ahead and get directly into this video. So let's do it. So first thing is first, y'all. I know it may seem cliche, but it has to be said. Number one is you woke up this morning. All right. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you woke up this morning. Now, here's the sad reality. Somebody did not wake up today. Yes, y'all, I'm talking about today. Okay. Y'all, it is over 100,000 people who die per day, literally. And then there's over 100,000 people who are born per day, right? Now, I would want to be on the opposite side of death. And of course, I would want to be on the side that is born. However, y'all, just be glad that you're not on the side of people who died, right? Be happy that God took his time and said, you know what? I'm going to wake this person up again. He took time out of his day and said, I'm going to continuously remind them that they have a purpose. I'm going to make sure they get the memo, they get the message that they have more in store for their lives. Reno, what are you saying right now? If you woke up this morning, that is a clear indication that God ain't finished with you yet. Somebody drop in the comments and say, God ain't finished yet. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say God ain't finished yet. You know, y'all, it is the small blessings that we miss out on. It is the small blessings that we stop seeing, right? Do you remember that time you said, I'm going to save up my money and I'm going to get that apartment I wanted, right? Or I'm going to save up my money and I'm going to get, that car that I always wanted to drive, or even just get a car to get you from point A, B to C, right? Maybe it's not a Lamborghini. Maybe it's just the newest Honda, or it's just a basic Honda. But to get you from point A, B to C, but what happens is we start seeing other people pulling up in their Mercedes-Benz. We start seeing other people pull up in their BMW, their Beamer, right? That Tesla car, Tesla truck. And here you are riding your Honda and you just stop seeing it as a blessing. Not realizing that there's somebody who don't even have legs, who wish they can walk. There's somebody else who's riding a bicycle and they're just as happy, but they wish they had a car. The case in point is, y'all, there's always somebody doing better and there's always someone who's doing worse. Reno, what are you saying right now? If God woke you up this morning, don't allow that small blessing. Really, it's a big blessing if you want to be honest, but don't allow that big blessing that has now become small and so freely to you or frivolous. Don't allow that to make you feel like there's nothing else in store, like it's supposed to happen. I'm not blessed. I just woke up. No, you ain't just woke up. You woke up this morning. Okay? You woke up this morning, so that's another opportunity to go after it. That's another opportunity to build something, to build that business, to chase your dream, to make something work out with your relationship, your marriage. Another chance to raise your daughter, to raise your son. All right, that's another chance to, fix those relationships that has been broken, right? Maybe it was your fault. You know how many people have lost somebody in their lives? They have lost a friend, lost a family member, and they'll never get the opportunity to say, hey, I'm sorry. I love you, right? And oftentimes, y'all, we see the stories. We see it. And then everybody come with that same sob story. If only I had the opportunity to make things right. Why don't you make it right now? You woke up this morning. That's a clear indication that God is not done with you yet, right? Be happy for that blessing that you have just received today, okay? I know it may seem common and basic, but sometimes, y'all, common sense is not so common, and we have to bring, clarity as well as a spotlight to the things that we can't see in the dark, okay? Number 2, y'all, you have a place to lay your head. All right, you have a place to lay your head. But Reno, I live with my mom. It's still a place to lay your head. But Reno, I only have a 1-bedroom apartment and it's in the hood. It's still a place to lay your head. And let's not forget, y'all, I wasn't always on the gray couch, right, on this sectional with the lion pictures behind me. I wasn't always here, y'all. Y'all seen where I started at when I first started doing YouTube, on the brown couch. The couch looked like it was about to break. Right, and it was comfortable. Don't get me wrong, but it was kind of rough, y'all. I had to get to it, right? However, I kept going and it led me here. But guess what? I was happy in that space because I heard this quote. It says, "If you're not happy with what you do, bring happiness to what you do." Right? If you're not happy with what you do, bring happiness to what you do. It's almost like going to that friend house, or better yet, not friend house, family member house, right? And they got roaches, probably rats, the food, the tables be dirty, right? Food terrible. Guess what? It may be terrible over there, but bring some good stuff with you. Bring your own napkin, bring your own plate, bring your own cup, bring your own soap, your own rag, bring your own stuff. Reno, why is that? Point being, it's because if you bring happiness to what you do, if you bring joy to what you do, then you can create a world within that world. That's why you have some people who lose their minds in this world, and you have some people who don't lose sleep, not even a drop, because they're living in their own world. They are in their own bubble. Make sense of what I'm saying? Somebody drop in the comments and say, focus on you. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say focus on you. But that is major. If you have a place to lay your head, I don't care if you are living with someone. All right, I did it, y'all. I done live with somebody. I know what you're going through. I was next door to their kid's room. Very degrading. I had a bachelor's degree. I was going through a divorce. I had, my own business. I was selling books, and here I am next door to someone's child. It was very degrading, but I had to stay focused, and I had to appreciate the fact that, hey, man, somebody else is sleeping on the street. So if you got a place to lay your head, I don't care if it's not that mansion. I don't care if it's not that big, humongous house. I don't care if it's not that place of where you see that social media influencer live at, or even if it's me. I don't care, y'all. Don't get discouraged by looking at what someone else have and forget the blessing that you have. You won't be there forever. I can guarantee you that. If you got a place to lay your head, be happy with it. I don't care if you are at a shelter. Work hard. Get out that shelter. But keep pushing, okay? And be appreciative for having a place to stay at, no matter if it's a shelter or whatever the case is, okay? Number 3, you're able to provide, all right? You are able to provide. I told y'all, this is not going to be no scientific, extra spiritual video. Like, no, y'all, this is just basic stuff that we need to hear every day. These are things that we got to hear every day, y'all. And a lot of times we don't get it, right? So anyway, you are able to provide. So that means if you're working in a warehouse job right now, don't degrade your job. Don't feel bad for working there. Don't make yourself feel like you are less valuable. Okay? I seen 2 stories. It was one guy who was working as a construction worker. And now he became, I think his name Ashton. He's the guy who made the daily routine, the schedule routine popularized now, where he wake up in the morning and he's showing how he lifting weights and he doing this and he doing that. He went viral for that. But anyway, before he became a content creator, he was working as a construction man. Right now he's a full-blown entrepreneur, and I'm sure he's doing well, probably making well over 6 figures, or at least 6 figures, right? And I'm not counting his pockets, but I'm just saying he's doing a lot better than he was, okay? There was another story I seen where this guy, at 15 years old, he was facing life. He was like a game banger. At 23 years old, he became a multi-millionaire. I don't know what he did, but I know it was something legit, right? The point is, y'all, just because you're in some situation, right now, and you dislike it, don't mean that you're going to be in that same situation in the future. Just be happy that you are able to provide for yourself, provide for your kids, provide for, a stranger. Like when you walk past a homeless person and you buy them a burger, that's a form of providing. Imagine if you didn't have that money to give, right? So if you're able to provide in any way, shape, form, or fashion, be appreciative, because there's someone with their bank account on zero. I'm talking about they sitting on them double O's, wishing they had $5-10. If you have that, just be appreciative. You are able to provide for yourself as well as for your family. Okay? Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Next thing, number 4, someone who loves you. All right? Someone who loves you. Now, I know here go my negative Nancy's and negative Neds. Reno, I don't got nobody. I'm alone, man. I'm alone. Don't nobody love me, Reno. Listen, if you are a firm believer of God, you always got someone who loves you, okay? So I don't want to hear it, y'all. Everybody got somebody who loves them, even if it's only the Most High, okay? God. I know it sounds terrible, or I know it sounds like it's kind of whack to hear, but family, as long as God loves you, you don't need nobody else's love, okay? His love is indefinite. His love is inexhaustible. His love is almighty. His love is, unconditional. He loves you in any conditions. So if you have someone who loves you, you're blessed. Now, let's talk to the people who got families, okay? I know they may not be the best, all right? And I'm talking about immediate, okay? Because sometimes you do got to cut family off. I get it. I'm one of the ones who speak about it. Sometimes you do have to cut family off, and I never look down on you for that. But what I am saying is, if you have immediate family, or even just family in general who love you, consider that a blessing. Okay, if you got friends, and guess what, y'all, friends or family, it's not always about, it being blood that connects you, or it's your childhood best bud. No, sometimes, y'all, it is people who have the same goals as you, the same aspirations, people who are loyal to you, people who desire and want you and not tolerating you, right? That's family. People who want to see you win and shine, that's family. All right, those are your friends. I'm talking about that family. If you got a supportive group system, a supportive system of people who wants to see you succeed, win, achieve great things, understand something, y'all. That is a blessing in itself. You got someone who loves you. If you got a wife, a husband, okay, that loves you, you winning. A committed girlfriend or boyfriend, and not just only committed, but they truly love you for who you are. Family, you're winning. If you got someone who loves you, you're doing better than most of the people out here in this world. There are people who are killing themselves, literally writing suicide letters because they feel alone. Because they feel alone, right? Y'all remember the young man Kyron Lacey? He played for the LSU. He was a Louisiana native. And, he had gotten some trouble, of course, right? However, I'm sure if he felt loved, and I'm sure if he was able to express that to someone, I'm not saying that they wasn't there for him, right? Because in my opinion, it seemed like he kind of internalized it, and he kind of excluded himself from everybody and made that decision to take his own life. But what I am saying is, if he felt as if he could come to people, or if he felt like he would be able to be vulnerable and open to people who loved him, I'm sure it probably would have went a little different, right? However, y'all, the point is, when people don't feel loved, when they feel like they have nothing to live for, listen, some people will take their lives. It happens. And if you got that, y'all, really cherish it and appreciate it, especially if it's genuine, all right? Again, I'm not talking about people who got narcissistic moms, narcissistic dads, right? People who don't care about you. They made you homeless. They did the worst to you. I'm not talking about that, y'all. I'm talking about people who really love you genuinely. Y'all know who does. You know who does, all right? Moving on to the next one, which is the last one. That's going to be number 5, y'all. You've been enlightened with the truth, okay? You've been enlightened with the truth. So let's just speak about the truth for a second. Truth is the light, all right? And so if you have been awakened, you're already winning, okay? You are already winning. Y'all, some people are blind, not because they want to be blind, but because they don't even know that they're blind. See, awareness is everything. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. Awareness is everything. Some people are not even aware that they have messed up families, dysfunctional families, friends who don't even love them. Some people are not even aware that they are passing their lives by, sitting on the couch, just scrolling, just chilling, like bruh man from the 5th floor, just chilling, right? Some people are not even aware that the people who are around them are using them, not utilizing, but using them. Some people are just asleep, right? And to those who are asleep, they're gonna have a wake-up call, but some of them will never even have one. That's just like some people will never even experience love. Some people will never experience marriage. Some people will never experience having a dad. Some people will never experience, not being in poverty. Some people will never experience not being able to get themselves out of a job and work for themselves, right? Some people will never experience certain things in life. But see, when you are awakened and when you are woke, now you have the ability to open up certain doors and walk inside of them. Now you have the ability to do certain things for yourself because you are aware. All right, family, being aware is a blessing in itself. A fool will always despise the wise man. And that's why it says in the scriptures, y'all, that the wise man must flee away from a fool, because there's no knowledge that's coming from his lips, right? Nothing knowledgeable will ever come from a fool's lips, and they're going to always despise that. So it would be a conflict of interest for that wise man to be around that fool, right? Why? Because he's asleep. He's not awakened. He has not been enlightened with the truth. But the fact that you have been enlightened means that you can up your finances. The fact that you have been awakened means that you can self-improve yourself. The fact that you have been enlightened means that you can go in better environments and have a better life. It is because you are aware. If a person is not aware, they'll sit there and take terrible treatment as long as they're not aware. That's why the enemy wants you to stay in darkness. He wants you to stay in confusion. He wants you to stay stagnant. Don't grow. And this means that you will never be enlightened by the truth. But the moment that you are enlightened, it's the moment that you see the light. The light is the truth, and the truth is the light. All right? But with that being said, y'all, this is just only a reminder to let you know you are too blessed to be stressed. So what they talked about you? So what they lied on you? So what they cheated on you? So what they left you? So what the job fired you? So what you don't have it all together? So what? You are too blessed to be stressed, all right? But with that being said, y'all, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. But more importantly, y'all be sure to get one of those Yes Sir t-shirts, Yes Sir hoodies, book a one-on-one session with me, enroll into my social influence course, as well as check out any one of my books. Listen, y'all, once again, I'm going to catch you in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.